So apparently the groundhog has seen the spring and it is time for these spring patterns to come out. If you're anything like me, you're like, okay, but what's out there for the plus size girlies? So let's get into what has dropped on the simplicity.com website that is size inclusive, meaning that it has come in the women's sizing. And then at the end, I will also share a special little announcement as well. So stay tuned for that. But with that, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Naturally, the first one that I'm going to talk about is, of course, none other than my very own Know Me pattern ME 2072. So, this was a design that I was super excited about. Why? Because one, I love a deep plunge. You guys know I had a mastectomy last year, and here's the thing, I'm really proud of my healing, really proud of everything that has come along with it. So, why not show it off? And this deep plunge is giving us just that. So the top is a deep plunge V with some ruching, or rather some drawstring at the shoulders, and then it features an open back. So when I tell you guys we're giving skin, we're giving the skin, but only up top, okay? Now, the pattern comes in one of two options. You can either make a jumpsuit, which y'all is definitely by far my favorite, or you can make a dress. Now, the jumpsuit does, of course, come with a side enclosure, as does the dress, though I don't know how much you'll actually need it, because I do feel like while the waist does have about a 0 or +1 ease in there, I did feel like it was fairly easy for me to get into, but there is an invisible zipper feature on the side. Now, what was my inspiration behind this? When I came up with this pattern design, I was like, y'all, I want to give you flowy. Like, I want to give, let's go frolic in a garden. Let's go have a picnic. Like, let's go have some fun, like giving breezy, right? That is what I was thinking about when I did this design. Also, again, I wanted to show off some back and some boobs. Let's just be real here. I am just loving how it came out. It has some really great pockets. Now, in my cover photo, I did go ahead and make the dress out of a beautiful white eyelet fabric. And then I did add a lining because we're not trying to give like a OnlyFans vibe here, right? And so I did add just like a little lining skirt. And then for the jumpsuit, I did a denim jumpsuit, which was divine. I am loving the way that the denim jumpsuit came out because I'm currently in my denim girl era. But naturally, this is the first one that we're going to talk about. So I can absolutely see this being made in some seersucker or some more chambray, or some good lightweight cotton, or even like some voile. That will be so good. But I cannot wait to see what the people come up with, because you all are really the ones who are incredibly creative. I have like a bare minimum design, and then I see the things that you all make. It's so good. But when you get this pattern, because I know you need it, what I will say is that you can definitely hack this into some shorts, right? Give some legs as well. If you're like, hey girl, I'm not fully comfortable showing off that much cleavage, then definitely put on like a bandeau or a tank top underneath, because I think that that will look perfect. You do not have to follow the V line. I think that a crew neck would be excellent. Or if you're into bandeau tops that are the strapless, essentially just right across the chest, that would be perfect to wear underneath as well if you're not here for all of the cleavage showing. Also, the dress can definitely hacked into a little mini skirt or a like knee length situation as well. Now, I personally do think that a mini length would be fantastic with this, okay? But as just to be mindful, if you are part of the Big Booty Judy Club, which I'm obviously the president, make sure that you're doing a little full booty adjustment to give your backyard a little bit of space to have some space to just like be itself, right? Without, of course, risking giving that OnlyFans show that you did not sign up to be paid for. So let's move on to our next pattern. Next up, we have my girl Marcia, aka Kichi B Styles. pattern, and it is actually a jumpsuit. So when I saw it, I was like, are we giving dress? Are we giving jumpsuit? We are indeed giving jumpsuit with this pattern ME 2082. And here's the really cool thing about this one that she did. It is completely different from mine. Yes, we both did jumpsuits, but hers is like a corset style jumpsuit, and it gives you the option of having it be either sleeveless or having a little cap sleeve on it. And when I tell you guys that cap sleeves are one of my favorite sleeve options out there, I truly mean it. She also features some bust darts, so giving a lot of definition to that bust area, as well as paneled palazzo pants, not to be confused with the palazzo pants that I did, right? Mine are just a plain, I don't want to say plain, but mine are just a one or a two-piece palazzo pant. Hers are paneled. She does also have pockets as well as a zipper. Her invisible zipper is in the back. Fantastic. When I tell you that I looked at these line drawings and I was like, yep, that's on my to be made. I definitely plan on making this in a lighter weight fabric. I can absolutely also see this in a good chambray. Yeah, I'm in my chambray era, okay? But I could also see this being made in like a lightweight twill. I actually have some that is from Fashion Wholesale Direct, which I actually got to make her last pattern, well, rather her fall pattern, but I never got around to making it. But it's a fuchsia, and now I feel like I maybe saved it for this. But definitely hands down a beautiful design. Now, as far as sizing, what does this come up to? This one goes up to it looks like it's in the women's shirt, but it starts at a size 10 and it goes into the women's sizing. So we will celebrate this being a plus size baddie edition. Now, I don't want to say that McCall's surprised your girl, surprise, with this pattern, but M8483 definitely is hitting us with a beautiful silhouette. We're giving a little crop top situation. Y'all already know I'm fully subscribed to all the crop tops. So we're giving a little crop top situation that has a wraparound and a very full tiered dress. And I'm really excited about it because it's got these puff sleeves giving us drama in this arm area. And y'all, you all know I'm here for the drama in the sleeves, okay? So you can either choose from short sleeve or long sleeve, giving puff in both. And then you can have a high neckline with elastic at the sleeves. Now, I do like that it doesn't feel like it's too high up on that neck. It's about where this sports bra is hitting me. And then you have two options when it comes on for the skirt area. It is either a like a maxi or like a midi length pull-on tiered skirt, but the tiers are giving asymmetrical vibes. Or you can just do an asymmetrical shorter skirt. I love it. Well done, McCall's. Well done. And yeah, McCall's is giving us diversity. They were like, look, we know you guys want to be out here having picnics, being on somebody's jazz at the park, right? But we're also going to give you an evening look. And so they did, right? So McCall's M8475 is an evening dress, evening gown situation, right? It comes from sizes 10 to 28 women. And there's a couple of different options in here. There's 3 specific options in this. And so they all feature an empire, like a curved empire style cut along with some princess seams. Y'all know I love a princess seam. I didn't even know I liked princess seams until like half of my designs came out were princess seamed. I digress. But there is a baby hem, which is fantastic, but also you get to choose from a racer back option and like a dress style. You can do a floor length and you can do like a deep V with some thin spaghetti straps that crisscross in the back. So it's giving versatility. It's giving she came to show us what the evenings were meant for. And I love that for us because how often are we getting a sexy like evening gown? I was waiting for you to wait, but let me answer for you. It's very, very rare. Now, of course, any of the other patterns that I've mentioned can absolutely be turned into an evening gown, but this one was actually specifically designed to be such, so we celebrate that for us, okay? Now, Butterick came out with a little something that I'm not actually sure if they came out with it in early spring or spring, but we're going to represent it for this spring little roundup. Why? Because I missed it and I didn't start doing these roundups until just now. So whatever, I digress. But they gave us a fitted shirt or a semi-fitted shirt. It's not supposed to be completely tailored, but a button-down collared shirt that is giving us versatility. That is giving us is that designer that is giving us this could be a little couture. And what makes me say that is because instead of the placket being straight up and down, we've got our placket going off to the side. Now, I'm not talking smack about Butterick, but surprise, surprise. Your girl was a little caught off guard because I was definitely like, okay, Broderick, I see you because this was not expected. Definitely expected just like a basic placket down the side. So this does also come in your traditional like collar, but it also comes in a little like Mandarin collar situation. It does also have like sleeve tabs. I typically don't make anything with sleeve tabs because I just want to roll it up and not use a tab to hold it in place, or we're going to be full sleeve. But I'm loving this, and I think that because of the style, you have a lot of versatility with the fabric options. So in my head, it's like screaming to be like Ankara. So if I make this, which I think that I will, I I think that I'm gonna have to make it in a little Ankara situation. It starts at size 10 and it goes up to size 28 women. And you know what? Let me tell you something. We're celebrating us getting a little something like different here. I'm really loving that for us. If you're like, okay, girl, you did not say what paddle number it is B6980. So, Butterick, I see you, boo. I see you. Okay, so let's talk about simplicity. Now, I will say that I feel like my style more aligns with the Nomi as well as McCall's line of patterns. But I will say that this spring simplicity, and I say that outside of whatever Mimi releases because Mimi is always coming with some fire, obviously. But Simplicity this season is coming out with some things that I am enjoying. First up is Simplicity S9919. And let's talk about how we're giving a little bit of shoulder situation here. Now, I love the fullness of this dress. And I am really loving the way that the sweetheart style in this front. It is very, I don't know what else to say but it's very, very good. Um, I've done something similar where I hacked my first pattern actually with Nomi patterns to have this like elastic back or this back shirring. And in this pattern, they're giving it to us. Now, I do enjoy that this can be absolutely hacked into it being a crop situation and then a skirt situation. So I do really love that. It does feature either a puff sleeve, because you know I love a puff sleeve, or a flutter sleeve. So either way, you're giving just a little bit of, there's going to be a little bit of drama. So if you're like, hey girl, how do we get into this dress? Because it is drafted for a woven fabric. They do actually have a side seam as well as, actually, pardon me, excuse me. With a shirred back, you need nothing more. Why? Because it's elastic, but there are pockets. And you all know how we girlies feel about everything having pockets, right? We have a whole song about it. So, fantastic. I love this. Again, it's drafted for woven. So we have a lot of options when it comes to that as well. It's drafted. I like how they're drafting for different cup sizes. So we have different pattern pieces for C, D, and double D cups. So if you are a little on the lower side or the smaller busted side, I will say that there is not a cup size in here for you, but you can always kind of grade down for that. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of like cord set with this next pattern. It's Simplicity S9926, okay? And so this one actually has like, it's like a cape situation. So we're giving like some fwop in the back, okay? So it comes in either it's got a 3/4 length sleeve, which I love, right? Because it's a very blowy design, right? It's giving like, oh, we're like walking in the wind and we've got wind blowing behind us and we're giving dramatics, okay? And I love that. And so we have a high-low hem. There is a keyhole back opening, making it easy to get over heads, right? While also giving a little slit in the back. And I love that detail. I also love it when it's done on the front as well, in truth. We also have pants that come along with it. And the pants there's a single pleat but they're giving a not quite like a wide leg, but definitely a straight leg feel, which I'm loving. There is a front fly zipper. So if you're like, what kind of waistband are we doing? Definitely front fly. If you need help with that, I don't know, maybe we should do a sew along for it, but I've also done a sew along for a front fly zipper with my, what is this? My ME 2028, and I had to look up to see what pattern number it was. But I like this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the fabrics that they chose on the front cover for this are giving bland, are giving not my favorite, but you gotta have an imagination. Take a look at those line drawings, right? And I think that you'll be able to make some things happen with this. I really do love the cropped option. That's probably what I would make, the cropped option with the pant. I think that that's actually a beautiful silhouette. Or even to pair it with the cigarette pants that Beauty du Jour did, Nikki, with her very first Nomi pattern as well. I think that that would be a nice silhouette too. So saving the best for last, or shall I say second last, because I've got my little surprise coming up, is a design that was done by no other than Queen herself, Mimi G. And this is pattern S9929, and Mimi is giving us, we're giving like lounge in style, right? We're giving, oh, that's cute and comfy, okay? So she's giving us a cowl neck, or a real drapey situation top, and it's a crop top naturally because my girl Mimi loves a crop as well, okay? And it's got like this drape. I don't want to call it a full out cowl, but it's a draped neckband with some front shoulder pleats, and it's giving drama up here, okay? And then it's paired with some relaxed crop pants that just have some elastic at the waist. So if you are looking to go for, of course, a little jazz in the park situation, this is the perfect coordinated set to make. Now, I will say that when you make these coordinated sets, make one or two at the same time. Why? Because then you can mix and match and you'll look put together, whether it's on purpose or not. Now, my little surprise is, of course, a mention of my newly released Presley skirt. This is not from the Big Five. This is actually from Made for Mermaids. And you guys, I'm so excited about this because, of course, this is a plus size body friendly pleated skirt, and it's drafted for knit fabrics. And as you can see here, you can actually go ahead and pair it with different things to give a different look. So if you were into cosplay, it's perfect for you. If you are into fun and flirty, it's perfect for you. My testers knocked this baby out the park, giving me all of the ideas. If you are a tennis player, it's for you because we also have a skirt option with some pockets so you can stick those tennis balls in those pockets, okay? But I loved designing this. I loved what my testers came up with. So make sure that you check out this pattern and go ahead and purchase that along with my spring pattern. And with that, let me know what you plan on making in the comments. I can't wait to see what it is that you make. And when you decide to make these Nomi as well as Made for Mermaids patterns that were designed by yours truly, be sure to tag me so I can see what you're making. Until next time, keep sewing and stay stylish.